Okay. Alright. Let's get started for real now. Let's get started for real. Yeah, combo video done by CornFlake. Yeah, no, cool intro. Cool intro.
These are Armada stats. I can play faster. I don't know. I'm kind of hungry.
Yeah, that's totally what I'm thinking. Mid-tournament set that I'm hungry. Hungry for the win, right?
One word. I mean, that's a pretty good one.
Done. Next question.
I'm a little worried that Jason is going to beat me, but it's okay. I'm coming from winner's side.
He really knows how to flow into like his punishments, and everyone knows for the punishments, but they don't talk about how well he's setting up everything, how well every action he has. If I touch you with anything right now, I know exactly your percent's going to be. I know exactly how to kill you and hit you as hard as I can from this point.
First of all, that punish was sick, and then yeah, this set was like right after I almost lost to STJ, which was a set that was very, very, very close, right? And then this set right after, I went ham. And it was like similar in top 8. I was so close to losing to Mutaking in winners finals. And then it was like destruction in Grants against Mango. So it was like the set against S2J and Mutaking, it was almost like wake up calls, like wake up, play better. But yeah, I also like what PPMD said that there, like a little bit like, yeah, people don't really talk too much about the setting up aspect, more like, the rest. So, and Alex, he built part of his brand making fun of my accent. It's fun though. I will admit.
Such a good wall to set those things up, and it's really impressive.
I hate everyone. Everyone's so bad in Melee.
I love Alex.
If you're coming at him and you're not doing it 100% right, you're gonna die or take a lot of damage.
Yeah, Steve, I went over that too. The one trick I can is winning tournaments.
That is it!
It was actually funny. It was like one of these times with the whole one trick pony thing is like, I think it still is like probably my most viewed Twitch clip. Going over like, yeah, my one trick. People love that shit. People love like some drama, some fire.
Armada taking both events at the Big House 5. Oh, look at that! Yes! Armada has taken Evo for the first time.
I am the Swedish sniper.
Armada.
I sure as hell am.
Armada.
Oh, this one is sick.
Oh, what the fuck?
Beast 7, so basically like for a long time when I went to tournaments, like my family was always like, pretty supportive for sure of me like competing and stuff. But like in terms of tournaments, it was like me, Android, and Neolas, right? Like we all went to tournaments for like a very long time, competed together. My dad stopped by a few times to like, drop off some stuff like at events way back in the day. Maybe saw like, a tiny bit of like some tournament stuff. But this was like legit the first time where like multiple of my family members were there, and I was like watching for the whole like last day. So that was very cool. And this was like in my hometown. This is actually like where B7 was, is very close to where I live. So it was, I was like extra motivated to win like singles and teams this event, which I actually did end up doing, like one singles and then one teams with Android. Teams grand finals or winners final and grand finals is legit some of the best sets in teams history, I believe. It's like a highlight video like from all the good plays. Like Ice 11 also did like a lot of good plays. But yeah, at this event, besides Android and Neolas, yeah, my dad was there, one of my sisters, and my aunt was there as well. And then my sister's boyfriend as well. So yeah, it was cool. Cool to play when they were there. Ooh, this one is sick. This one is like legit sick. That's so underrated. That's so underrated. I hope we get to see more Peach players do this, because I think this could actually be done much more. You need to have high percentage though, so this up B actually like how do you say, knocks you over. So, like, it doesn't work at low percent because the up B is not going to knock you over, so you can't wall tech. But this one is, like, honestly pretty sick at high damage. You can see how I like wait and, like, position myself. Yeah, that was sick. Oh, B7 again.
Oh my god, Armada!
This one, here, this is not like a Leffen specific thing. This is very common for like all people, or maybe not all people, but most people. Like in this type of scenario, like jumping out of hit stun is so common for people to do. It's so common for people. So you can see that I position my Nair where he will be if he jumps. And then he doesn't have any jump, get a fair, and boom, dead.
Oh my god, Armada! Oh, nice. Oh my god!
And the snipe. This was actually my first tournament playing for Alliance. My very first tournament after it was like announced. Sponsorship curse didn't apply to me. Oh, this one is so similar to the B7 one. Not quite the same thing, but similar. This one, believe it or not, but this one coming up against Mango. So this was like friendlies at Beast 3, right? I was like not even playing melee at the time. I hadn't really played melee for like 3 months at this point in time. Because Apex 2013 was 3 months prior. But Mango came to Sweden for a tournament, so we played some friendlies though. Believe it or not, but in this combo, like you can see that I punished like one of his jumps out of shield with up air, and then another jump with up air. And then we take the stock here, right? At EVO 2013, I promise he had watched these games because he did not jump out of shield like this a single time afterwards. So either him or Tafo, they went over the VODs for sure. It's good though. You gotta adapt, and that was like one of the big things. Like, of course, like at some points in our rivalry, I still caught him, with jumps because of course you gotta mix it up, right? If he always stay in shield, I can always grab. But that was like a pretty big flaw at the time he had, where he jumped way too much, and he corrected that. He mixed it up way better after those games, so that's good by Mango.
Okay, Adam, if you were to describe yourself as one food, what is it and why?
Tacos.
Why tacos?
I love the pronunciation.
A piece of everything. Yeah, Mutiny's knowledge of the whole cast is uncontested. That's what most people said before I fucked him up.
Oh damn, I'm going ham here. The thing is, a lot of people actually like, this was when I was staying with Mutiking in 2017, when we streamed together for a week, and a lot of people basically said I was gonna get destroyed in a full roster Ironman. Like very few people actually believed I even had a chance. I wouldn't say, okay, that was a little bit of an exaggeration. I didn't like absolutely destroy him, but I won convincingly. But of course, it's like in an Ironman, it's like 1 or 2 certain matches can like totally impact the whole thing. And in my Ironman with Mutiking, it was like he was almost beating my Young Link, but then he didn't. And then I got to play his Puff, and he did not have a chance. And his Puff is like, for the most part, relatively good, but he had no idea how to play against Young Link. So it was like, rest in peace, dude. Oh, Hugo. True story. True story. I love how you can see Hugo, like, first, like, the power shell, he's like, fuck, I hate my life. I missed another shot. And then it's like, well, I'm not done with you, dude. I'm not done with you. Oh, Ghost Kirby. I love trolling people with Ghost Kirby.
5 more if Armada lands.
You're not gonna win.
I believe that the world here decided, just because Mutiking said I was not gonna land it,
That's what he called it, vision, right?
I don't know what
Newt King left the room shortly after that. Not the first and not the last time he did that during that, you know, boot camp or whatever you want to call it.
Wait. I don't want to do that. I want to punish them with dash attack, uppers, meat bears, nairs, whatever, you know, like that.
Honestly, Peach's punish game on FD is very boring. True story, back in the day, in like 07 and stuff, I actually didn't chain grab with Peach on FD because I thought it was too boring. But yeah, then I realized that it was more boring to lose, so I started doing it anyway. Yeah, I had some drinks beforehand, DD. True story, I'm not gonna lie. The thing is, I was not even supposed to be interviewed, but then they wanted to do it afterwards anyway, so a little bit tipsy.
Another stick phase.
Oh shit. I love how Fuzziness is the one commenting there. He's like, oh, forward smash him, disgrace him. I'm like, I have something else in mind, dude.
Oh, did I win?
Oh my god.
Right now because Armada gets most of the time it's opening out of situation for left just is a little bit too forward.
This is probably like one of my best box sets. I know Leffen played pretty weak that set, but that was probably one of my personal best box sets.
Armada, are you real? Armada?
There he goes. This is huge.
Oh my god.
Okay. At opportune times where he would
Oh, this one is sick.
Amazing beat right there by Armada. Wow.
Oh, poor DJ. A lot of people haven't seen this one, but this one is sick. This one is underrated. And then the turnip throw down here. Barely covering.
This is my man.
It's really good, actually. Let's watch, like, the whole thing, like, faster. But yeah, it's a turnip throw down by the ledge there.
But he's like, I've still got all the moves. This is my man. Come on. You're crazy. You got invited to the show.
Nice. Whoa. Uh-oh. The difference.
I mean, the meditation might have turned up.
Whoa. Oh my god.
I just leave with Armada. Armada has the punish game down to a science. You know, Melee is not one of those games.
Oh my god! Was that double?
Yeah, that was really good, too.
Covering high again, there's Armada looking for
Not
the
the
lead
mix
in.
up.
Oh, Evo 2017.
Can he even make it back? No, Armada's gonna slap him.
Oh my god!
And we did
that
not
does
see
it.
the repeat of Royal Flush.
Wow.
3-1. Armada winning Evo 2017 from winners.
To the greatest of all time. Thank you, Armada.
Oh, wait, was there more? Yeah, that was a pretty good one. That was a pretty good one. I liked it. It was like not the traditional type of combo video. It was like, yeah, it was like a little bit of everything. So, yeah, some combos, some more like funny moments. So, yeah, no, it was a good one. It was a good one. I liked it. So, yeah, good shit to CornFlake. Good shit to CornFlake.